Some of the wildest video I feel that I saw yesterday was some of that flooding from storm surge in the Brickell area. So scary. Up to 4 feet in some areas was how it was described. So for me, that would be to about here. So I absolutely could not. Well, maybe here. I'm 5 feet tall. So, but yeah, certainly very unsafe for anyone who was in that area who decided to stick it out because it was an evacuation zone.
Yeah, we are hearing this morning that some of that water has kind of gone away now, which is good news for those who live in or near Brickell. However, can't say the same for some other parts, like some parking garages in Brickell. Our Bianca Peters went to check one out, and she has this report for us.
It's the day after Hurricane Irma, and we are checking out and assessing the damage here in Brickell. And I'm making my way into a parking garage here right now. If I step any deeper, I'm probably going to get water into my rain boots here. But this is right off 14th Street and Brickell Ave. And if you can take a look behind me, the clearance says 6 to 8 feet, but it's probably about 5 feet deep in there. So if anyone parked their vehicles, we would not even be able to see the tops of those cars. You can see still a lot of debris in this area. Branches, trees, even some metal objects in the corner. Just a massive amount of cleanup effort is going to have to go on here. We spoke to a few residents that live in the building right next to us. These alarms going off right now early in the morning, but they said when they came out here, the water was about 4 feet deep. Just on the street level. This is a decline here, so obviously we're going to get some water left over, but just on the street level right behind us, we're taking a look at that 4 feet deep. The water's completely receded right now, but 4 feet deep in this area. You have those hurricane winds, those hurricane waves on top of high tide yesterday that had this whole area completely flooded. White caps on top of the water even. It has since receded, but we're seeing a lot of debris left behind. These cleanup efforts going to be taking a while right now, and hopefully, really not sure what would set off these alarms, whether it be the wind or the water. But again, we're hoping that people took heed about what was going to happen here. Again, not really seeing any cars in this level, but again, you probably wouldn't be able to tell. There would be completely underwater right now. In terms of how they're going to get this flooding out, it may be days. There could be immense damage after this, but yeah, the cleanup effort here in Brickell is going to be pretty intense. But we are happy to report that a lot of people here in this area didn't lose power. You see a lot of the building lights still on. The residents that we did speak to in this building next to us said the lights flickered on and off for about 2 minutes, but they maintained power the entire time. They felt the building swaying, and at one point they even went into the restroom just to kind of hunker down in that area. But an incredible phenomena that went on yesterday. We can just talk about how intense those wind speeds were. We were down here yesterday during the middle of that hurricane in downtown Miami, and I have never heard a sound like that, of the wind, that full booming wind just kind of rolling through the buildings. And I mentioned yesterday that it sounded like if you've ever been in downtown Chicago and you're hearing those trains rolling by you, that's the only thing that I could kind of pick it similar to. So again, the intensity of the wind, the complete atrocity that happened here in this area. We're lucky. We're lucky that we didn't experience a Category 3, 4, or 5. If this is the damage that's left over from a Category 1, then we'll take it and we'll be patient with those cleanup efforts. Back to you guys.